Hey everybody, Neil Myers from WineExpedition.com, and we're here in Salem, Oregon as we continue our expedition across Oregon. We're here at Cristom Vineyards. We're here with Tom Gerrie. How are you, Tom?
Great to meet you.
Great to be here again.
Yeah, welcome to Oregon.
Yeah, I got to tell you, every place we've been in Oregon, I have to stop and just kind of take it all in. It's beautiful. The sun is setting. We're here. It's been harvest time at a couple of spots we've been to, but I still see grapes in the vine. So you guys obviously aren't harvesting yet.
We're not. We're a little behind. You know, from what we hear, people are 3 tons, 5 tons, 20 tons, 50 tons in, and we've barely even started. We have about 5 1/4 tons of Pinot Gris. That's the only thing we've gotten so far.
Now, is that because it's cooler here? We're obviously up in the hills. What dictates that?
Well, you know, our winemaker and our vineyard manager try to get as much hang time as possible.
Sure.
You know, for us, we think that sugar ripeness comes long before phenolic ripeness. And so while our sugars are right about where we want them to be, we don't think that we really have the flavors and the aromas yet that we're looking for in our Pinots.
Okay. So what do you think? Another couple of weeks?
Well, probably we're looking like we're due maybe 10 to 15 tons this week.
Okay.
And probably continue that 10 to 15 tons for each week for the next 6 weeks.
Wow. So you guys got a busy month or two ahead of you.
Yeah. But it's nice and slow here. You know, we purposely try to do things slowly and let it hang as long as we can, like I said.
No complaints about that. Now,
No.
Cristom is actually your Tom and your sister Chris.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my parents moved us out here in 1992, and my dad and mom were both big lovers of wine, big Bordeaux drinkers, big Burgundy drinkers, and they really wanted to make a wine in the Burgundy style. They looked a little bit in California, but they found this property. Mike Etzel of Beaufrere, another phenomenal winery here in Oregon, found this property for us, and honestly, it took some vision. This was
grapes here initially?
Well, there was a vineyard here. It was ran by the Mirassou family. It was a vineyard and a winery called Pellier. But there were blackberry bushes and poison oak throughout the entire vineyard, and the only thing we could salvage was one 8-acre property that has now become some of our best fruit, but that was planted in 1982, and my parents.
You had to gut the rest.
Everything else had to be torn out. It was not salvageable, but. My parents came up with the name. My sister Christine, me being Tom, put it together and came up with Cristom. And we started just here with what's behind us here. Everything that you see here was planted in 1992.
Okay.
Well, really between 1992 and 1994. And my dad decided to name the vineyards after the women in his life.
Wow.
He's a bit of a romantic, and
well, wine is a romantic beverage, romantic business, and why not? I tip my hat to him.
Yeah. So this that we're standing in, this is our Louise vineyard, named after his grandmother.
Okay.
Our oldest vines that we were able to salvage.
The ones way up high?
Yeah, that is named after his mom, which is now our Marjorie vineyard. And then he named the largest vineyard after his wife, my mom, and that's Eileen. And then a vineyard back behind us over here on this hillside is named after his other grandmother, Jessie. So they've fondly become known as the Four Ladies to us.
I have a deep respect for your father, not even having met him, but nicely done. And how many acres are here?
We have 54 acres on our estate, planted, two vines.
And it's not just Pinot, because it's interesting. We've been to a couple spots in Oregon today, and just Pinot. You guys do more than just Pinot here.
We do. Just over here is about a 5-acre vineyard of Pinot Gris.
Okay.
And then we also have about a 2.5-acre vineyard of Estate Syrah and a 2.5-acre vineyard of Viognier, and about a 1/2 acre over on this hillside of Chardonnay.
Wow.
So a little bit of
the tasting's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. So, out of all that, how many cases do you get annually?
We do about 10,000 cases every year.
Now, 10,000 cases, that's still a pretty small case production, would you say?
I think so. I think 10,000 cases is really the perfect size. One of the pioneers of the Oregon industry, David Lett, fondly referred to as Papa Pinot in this area. He was one of the first guys up here to plant Pinot to the Willamette Valley.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he once said that when he moved from 10,000 cases to 20,000 cases, the fun went out of it all, because when he was at 10,000 cases, he had his nose in every barrel every day, and he had his hands on every cluster that he brought into the winery, and it really meant something to him that he could have his hands on everything and have his nose and be tasting everything so often,
right.
and really pay crucial attention to those minute details.
And to each and every bottle. We had a conversation with Scott Wright from Scott Paul Wines, and he said something similar, that he and his winemaker, they want to have their hands in every single grape and every single bottle, because they feel if they don't, then they're sort of being removed from the process. They're not getting to be an artist and make the wine. And that's
and I would totally agree with that.
Recurring theme we've heard today in Oregon, and I have to again tip my hat. It sounds fantastic. I got to tell you, hearing about the different varietals here, I'm kind of getting thirsty. Do you think we can go taste some of that wine?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's go do it.
All right.
All right.